It is time to react to your movie hot takes. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be reacting to your movie hot takes. So I did two posts a couple days ago asking what are your movie hot takes. So if you commented in those posts, your hot take will be in this video. I also did a post like 3 months ago asking what your movie hot takes were, and I got a couple comments in that, so I probably will be, I will be including those into here. So yeah, this is a video I've always wanted to do. I watch so many hot take videos. Finally, I'm doing them. And I'll probably do a video where I explain my hot takes, but in this one, I'm reacting to yours. And don't get offended if I say some mean things. Like if you say a movie that I absolutely hate or love, and if you say it's bad or good or whatever, don't get offended if I say something mean. I'm not coming at you. I'm just talking trash on the movie. I won't be talking about you. Like, I have your own opinion, all right? I'll just be trashing on the movie, not you, all right? So just get that clear. I'm not going to be trying to offend you guys. If I do, I'm very sorry, but I will try not to. Now, let's get rid of that serious note there. And yeah, maybe I'll do another video like this. So if you want to comment your hot takes in the comments, maybe I'll do another video reacting to that. So I don't know. But yeah, if your comments aren't in this video, comment them in this video, and maybe I'll react to them. We'll see. But yeah, let's get to the hot takes. So the first one is from @JPaulGaming, saying that not sure if it's a hot take, but Captain America Winter Soldier is better than Captain America First Avenger. Now, I think that you're actually right. I do not think that the First Avenger is better than the Winter Soldier. I think the Winter Soldier is a better movie. I think I really enjoyed both of them. Winter Soldier is a great film, one of the best action movies in the MCU for sure. But overall, I think it gets too much praise. Like, people say it's like one of the best comic book movies of all time. Get out of here with that. No. Winter Soldier, great film. Like I said, one of the best action movies in the MCU. But it is nowhere near one of the best comic book movies of all time, let alone MCU films. It's not like, it's in my top 10 favorite MCU movies, but it's not like in that top 5 spot. But I still think it's a great film. First Avenger, one of the best origin stories in the MCU, and that the final 20 minutes of the film is actually pretty emotional, where he has to bring the ship down, and he's saying we have to put a rain check on that dance, and we just see Peggy getting all emotional and stuff. And then when he wakes up almost 70 years later, 2011, and just walks through the streets of New York, and then Nick Fury tells him you've been asleep, all that stuff. Pretty intense and emotional stuff. That ending is just absolutely incredible. It broke my sister because I showed it to her for the first time yesterday. She said it would suck. She ended up loving the film, and she was just saying for 10 minutes of how sad she was that it ended with him in the ice. So yeah, but overall, First Avenger, really good film, but Winter Soldier is the better film, in my opinion, your opinion, a lot of people's opinion. But hey, some people are going to disagree with that, but they're both not amazing movies. I'm just say that right now. But you're right. Not a hot take. As of right now, it's not a hot take. It could develop into one, but not right now. All right, so the first one is from Our ASD Life, saying that Top Gun Maverick, OG Star Wars trilogy, Thor Ragnarok, first Iron Man movie, and first 2 Avengers movies are severely overrated. All right, so this is probably the most wild hot take on this list. There are a couple that could be worse, but right now, I'm just saying that this was probably the worst. And again, I'm not gonna trash on you. I'm just gonna talk about the movies I said. And there's a lot of people who are gonna say the same thing as you, but yeah, I'm not trashing on you. Just saying my thoughts on this. So first, it says Top Gun Maverick is overrated. He says that, and I really don't think that at all. Top Gun Maverick is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece in my opinion. Not everybody. And other than one of my friends, he is the first person I've ever heard that says Top Gun Maverick is overrated. But again, I don't think that one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm going to try not to get mad here. And then he also goes on to say that the OG Star Wars trilogy is overrated. That is a lot. A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back are like some of the best movies of all time. Return of the Jedi, also a very solid film. We get the death of Darth Vader emotional sequence stuff. I don't know where you're getting that from. Nah. Alright, OG Star Wars trilogy is incredible. Not everybody has to like him, but there are some like movies that I think are better. Revenge of the Sith is personally my favorite Star Wars film. So, yeah, but I'm actually very shocked that someone would say that. Iron Man is overrated? No. Iron Man is a fantastic film. I don't think it's like definitively the best MCU film, but it is a great film. And then he also said that the Avengers films are overrated. I think the first two. I haven't seen Age of Ultron in forever, so I don't really remember what that movie's like. First one is great. Infinity War, one of the best movies ever made. Same with Endgame. Infinity War and Endgame are like, basically, they're just, they're like almost a 6-hour film, basically. Like, just watch them together. That's what I do. You can't just watch Endgame without watching Infinity War, or you can't watch Infinity War without watching Endgame. You gotta watch the two as this 6-hour film, basically. And I think that they're just some of the best movies of all time, like I said with the others. So, he's really coming after some of my favorite movies of all time, so I'm very shocked here. Our ASD Life, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I'm not trashing on you. I love your opinion here. I mean, I don't love it, but your opinion is good here. It's just, I mean, have your own opinion. So I'm not going to trash on you. I'm just trashing on the idea here because there's a lot of people who say the same thing as you. And I just want you guys to know that I'm not trashing on you like I said before. I've stated that so many times already. I'm not trashing on you, just trashing on the idea or the movies or whatever. But here, I'm shocked that you really think all of these movies are overrated. I've never heard anybody say that these movies are overrated before. But it's your opinion, but this is a lot. All right, so the next one is from Don San Luis. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Saying that Interstellar is Christopher Nolan's best movie. All right, this next one is from Mark Crespo, saying that the Dark Knight trilogy is great, especially Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. All right, so I'm going to do a little double feature of these hot takes because I'm just going to really speed through them. First, he says that Interstellar is Christopher Nolan's best film. We're going to get into this. I've never seen a Christopher Nolan film other than the Dark Knight trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy, one of the best trilogies of all time. We're actually going to be talking about that next. But other than the Dark Knight films, I've never seen a Christopher Nolan film. But it's not like I have no interest in them. I do. I have the most interest in them. The Prestige, Oppenheimer, Inception, Interstellar, Tenet, those are like my 5 most anticipated movies on my to-watch list. Because I have a to-watch list of so many movies that I haven't seen yet. Those 5 films, those 5 Christopher Nolan movies that I just listed are like my 5 most anticipated movies to watch ever. Not coming out in the future years, just like ever movies I missed out on. So I'm very excited for them. I'm going to watch them soon. Before the summer ends, I will 100% check them out. Actually, Inception is getting a re-release in theaters for like a day. In my theater, I don't know why, but it's like in November or something, so I think I'm going to check it out then. So if I don't check it out on a streaming service, I'm checking it out then. Anyway, so yeah, that first one, don't really have like much to say. I heard that Inception is a lot of people's favorite, but Interstellar, I don't think that's a hot take because that movie is getting so much praise. All of them, all the Christopher Nolan movies are getting so much praise, so that's not, I don't even know if that's a hot take, but hey, I haven't seen it, so yeah. Next one says that the Dark Knight trilogy is one of the best trilogies of all time. I just said that yes. I rewatched the Dark Knight trilogy. It's fantastic. The Batman Begins is a fantastic origin story, one of the best origin stories ever for sure. The Dark Knight might be my favorite movie of all time. I'm not even joking. The Dark Knight is like, I could go higher than a 10 out of 10. The Dark Knight is an 11 out of 10 masterpiece, and one of, if not my favorite movie of all time. And The Dark Knight Rises, weakest of the trilogy for sure. It's still a great movie though. Bane is an incredible villain. Tom Hardy kills it. We get Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. There's just so much to love about that film. I just find it a little weak and kind of boring, but still, it's a great movie. So yeah. And yes, he says that Heath Ledger's performance is incredible. Heath Ledger might have the best comic book movie performance of all time. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. He is just a fantastic actor as the Joker. I quote the Joker all the time. I'm not going to do in this video because I don't want to embarrass myself, but it's just fantastic. Love Heath Ledger as the Joker, and it sucks what happened to him. But anyway, he just really delivered, and the Joker, because of him, the Joker is my favorite comic book villain of all time. But anyway, so that's like a little speed run of Christopher Nolan films. Let's get to the next hot take. All right, so the next one is from Zachary Zoe, saying that Madame Web is an underrated masterpiece. No explanation needed. It speaks for itself. Why? I've never heard anybody say that. Madame Web is an underrated masterpiece. What? I'm not gonna trash on you like I've said so many times, but I find this hard to say. Madame Web is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It is so awful. The editing, trash. The acting from like Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Isabella Merced, everybody's acting in that film is trash. The villain is trash. The movie visually looks like garbage. Why is there no powers being used? This film is worse than Morbius. Morbius is awful. It is almost an unwatchable movie, but this is actually like one of the worst unwatchable films. Morbius is like a so bad it's good movie. This film is just an unwatchable, atrocious, hot garbage. I don't know how someone could say it's an underrated masterpiece, but hey, it's your opinion. But I'm just shocked that someone actually had the guts to say that across the internet, because I'm sure everybody would just be pissed off. And I am trying to stay stable here. First, someone says Top Gun Maverick's overrated, and now Madame Web's an underrated masterpiece. I don't know what to say. But anyway, I don't want to get more angry here, so let's just move on. All right, the next one was from Don Lewis, saying, I think the best Bruce Wayne is Christian Bale, but the best physical appearance of Batman is Ben Affleck's, even though it was underwhelming in the Snyderverse. The next hot take is from Skeeter Jean, saying, my hottest take is probably that the Spider-Verse movies is easily the best Spider-Man movies out there. Yes, better than the live-action ones. All right, little double feature of comic book movies. First, so you think that Christian Bale is the best Batman, and then Ben Affleck delivers the best like physical performance. Half that I agree. I think Christian Bale still delivers a great physical performance. Christian Bale is my favorite Batman, and Christian Bale is actually one of my favorite actors of all time. Sucks that he was wasted in Thor: Love and Thunder, but he was fantastic as Batman. Sorry about that noise. If you guys even heard that, somebody's doing something. But anyway, yeah, Christian Bale delivers the best physical performance and delivers the best Batman performance. Christian Bale will never be topped. I'm just saying that right now. Like, where's the drugs? Where is it? I had to do that, and I'm sorry. That was just terrible. Let's not bring that up again. But anyway, yeah. Second one is that Spider-Verse movies, yeah, are the best Spider-Man movies of all time. That is saying a lot, because the Spider-Man movies, like Spider-Man movies and Batman movies, are super consistent. Look, we get the Dark Knight trilogy, and the Batman from Robert Pattinson's The Batman, or Matt Reeves. That's very consistent. Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 2, not Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi trilogy. The Amazing Spider-Man, pretty good. And then we get to the Homecoming trilogy. Homecoming's really good. Far From Home's fine. No Way Home's amazing. Then the Spider-Verse movies, like, Spider-Man is super consistent. The only bad movies there are Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I don't even think that's that bad. Spider-Man 3, I just watch because of how dumb and the memes. Bully McGuire, come on. But anyway, Spider-Verse movies are definitely up there. I'd say the only ones that are better is the OG Spider-Man and Spider-Man No Way Home. But other than those two films, Spider-Verse movies are the best Spider-Man films. I totally agree with you. Maybe some of the best movies of all time. They are just incredible. Best animated movies of all time, easily. Visually looking and just overall, the score is just incredible. Banger soundtrack. There's just so much to love, and I cannot wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse. But let's move on now. All right, so the next hot take is from Elena Carter. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. If you think about it, Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy, low-key, is mid. Homecoming is great at best, Far From Home is mid to good, and No Way Home is easily amazing. The next one is from Break Edits, saying that the best Marvel trilogy is easily the Guardians. Next is probably the Thor one, although The Dark World is mid at best. Quick double feature of comic book movie trilogies. First trilogy stating that the Homecoming trilogy is mid. Homecoming is great at best. Far From Home is mid, and then No Way Home is easily amazing. Yeah, how is it a mid trilogy then? If Homecoming is great and No Way Home is amazing, how is this a mid trilogy? Far From Home is not weighing it down for sure. No Way Home and Homecoming are, if they're above good movies, how does this make this a mid trilogy? But anyway, I don't agree with that at all. I think that this is a great trilogy, not better than the Sam Raimi trilogy. That one cannot be beaten. And I don't think that this trilogy is better than the duology of the Spider-Verse movies. But I still think that this is a really good trilogy. Homecoming, very solid film, really good movie. And then Far From Home is just fine. Like I already said this before, and then No Way Home's amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of the decade if you watch that video I did. No Way Home is in that top 5. And I was out of 20, so. Anyway, I don't really agree with you. I don't know how it would be a mid-trilogy because you said that 2 films were above good, so I don't really understand that, but whatever. So the next one says that the Guardians trilogy is the best comic book trilogy of all time. I definitely can agree with you. I don't even know why I had to think about that for sure. Best soundtrack, best acting. First one, great film. Second one, very underrated. I don't know why people trash on it. Third one is maybe one of the best movies ever made. The third one is just out of this world amazing. It is super emotional. It is super funny. We get some awesome action. The soundtrack is a banger. There's just so much to love about Guardians 3, but overall, the trilogy is so consistent. I don't know how it is, but James Gunn just cooked up there, so yeah. And then the Thor trilogy is also really good. Dark World is mid, that's it. Dark World is trash. Ragnarok is really good, maybe great. I need to watch it again. First, really good film. Love and Thunder might be underrated. I need to watch it again to see what my thoughts are on it, but I would say, even though we're not talking about Love and Thunder, we're talking about the trilogy. Love and Thunder, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. There is some stuff to like about it, but I don't think it's like, gosh, awful or anything like that. But anyway, so that's my little speed run there. Let's get to the next hot take. The next one says that the Avatar is easily the most overrated movie of all time. Argue with a wall. I get it. It was ahead of its time for the visuals, but that's it. I totally agree with you. I've never stomached the second Avatar film. I watched the first a couple times when I was younger. They were fine to me. Like, my parents loved them, and I was just like, yeah, they're fine. The visuals are out of this world amazing. But does it deserve $2 billion? No. There's so many other movies that people should go watch. I don't know why everybody circles up when a new Avatar film is coming out. Saw the trailer for Fire and Ash, and yeah, the movie just looks eh. Visuals, again, great, fantastic. Maybe the best looking live action film out there, but no. It's not, no. I don't know why people call it some of the best movies of all time. Like, in no way. I can name 1,000 movies on the spot that are better than the Avatar films. The first one, again, is just a fine film. The second one, I can't watch. I don't know why they're so long. I don't know why they're so hyped. Like, no, I don't know why the aliens look like that in the movie. I won't call them absolute trash, because, like, there are some really bad movies out there, but they're just not good at all. So I totally agree with you on that. All right, and the final hot take says that Henry Cavill Superman is mid. Another one that I disagree with. And yeah, I disagree with this one strongly. I think that Henry Cavill's Superman is one of the best Supermans ever. No, actually, he is the best Superman, definitively. I've never seen a Christopher Reeve Superman movie, but by the clips I've seen, he looks really overrated. And David Cornsweet, I thought he was great in the James Gunn Superman film, but he can't live up to Henry Cavill. I was so pissed when I found out that Henry Cavill was fired, and yeah, he just delivered the best performance. The best thing of Man of Steel was his performance. Not like Man of Steel is like amazing or anything, but it's a very good film, and Henry Cavill's performance is just incredible. One of the best comic book movie performances out there. And I don't know if that's a hot take for saying that, but it is, man. I just love how dark Henry Cavill's Superman is and how serious he is. I'm not a huge fan of like the jokey one. I'm a huge fan of like the darker one, and that's what Henry Cavill does. And it's not just that. Henry Cavill is a great actor. I think that he's great in Mission Impossible Fallout and so many other movies. Sherlock Holmes. He was in that war movie that came out last year. There's just so many movies that I just love that he's in, and he's just such a fun actor. And Henry Cavill is one of my favorite actors of all time, mainly because of his performance as Clark Kent in Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, like all that stuff. He is just fantastic in those. But anyway, that is all the hot takes that you guys have commented. If you guys want me to do another video like this, comment down below your hot takes in this video if you have more that you want me to react to. And yeah, thanks for watching me react to your movie hot takes, and I will see you guys in the next one.